Triple A Backstage. We're here at Bigsound with Joel and Jem from Endless Heights. How's it going, boys?
Good.
Very well, man.
Yeah.
You pumped for a big week?
Absolutely, yeah.
That's what you want.
Yeah.
Sweet as. Well, we'll get into the serious stuff first and then get to the fun a bit later. You've just dropped You Coward. Tell us a bit about the song, the influences behind it, all that stuff.
Cool. Do you want to start? You're the one who started writing it first, so.
We've been writing a bunch of songs for a little while, and we kind of went into the new songs just more so than ever writing exactly what we've always wanted to write it. I think for a long time in Endless Heights we spent our time like figuring out what we wanted to sound like, because when we started we just like five best friends pretty much. We just wanted to play music. We didn't have much direction. We just wanted to gig, you know? So it took us a good 9 years, 10 years to get here. And with You Coward, I think that represents, you know, a lot of our influences and just music that we really like. It's definitely a bit heavier than some of our other songs. At the same time, I think it's a bit ventures like vocally a bit differently for Joel to where he has kind of wanted to go. And
for sure, and I think also it's definitely like thematically got to a point where I think it's less watered down. So the lyrics like and everything. You Coward is like almost the uglier side to myself that I don't really want to sing about or haven't in the past, but now I realise that that's what really is powerful about those songs. So a lot of Endless Heights music has always been lyrically anyway me dealing with a lot of stuff or trying to understand stuff, whereas this song I feel is really like not about a resolution at all. It's very much a song about myself and about the things that I want to get better with and whatever else, and you know, calling something for what it is really important in that situation. So yeah, pretty heavy though, calling yourself a coward, but that's the starting point that this song and some others play with.
A few of the bands we've been talking to have been talking about how you know, they progress from that, you know, talking about external things to internal issues. Do you think that's a natural progression for a band? Do you think, like especially like a heavier band, do you think that's like a natural, you start with more surface level stuff and then as you go on you get deeper, or you just, that's what you guys felt like you were?
Man, like we've just grown up together, you know, and I think our music is kind of reflective of that. Our experience in the band is pretty reflective of that. So as Joel's saying, like thematically and stuff, it's definitely more honest and more us maturing and coming to terms with where we're at in life.
Yeah, like when we were younger, I think the lyrics were always very real, but less geared towards being inspirational, which is what my influences were at the time as well. I loved listening to music and feeling inspired, and more about stripping things back and just being really raw and real. And that is very different, obviously.
Yeah.
And then the music obviously sounds different, and it's funny because as a group we've seemed to, you know, like a lot of the songwriting primarily starts with Jem, just on guitar and whatever. And then the way he was writing and the way I was writing lyrics seemed to just kind of marry over time in that way. So it kind of brought it out in each other, which was really fun though as well. To be like, oh man, that's such a gripping like lyric, like we could really play this part up, or that's such a like spooky and dark like riff or like lead, like we can really, that really makes me want to delve into this. And so I think that's, to me, like, that's where the shift was from just being a bunch of mates playing stuff for fun to hopefully inspire some people to actually collaborating as like artists and stuff.
Yeah, certainly.
Big shift.
And whoa, nearly fell off my chair.
Not that impressive.
I'm so inspired,
I was blown away. And you did say, well, you've been in the studio obviously. Is You Coward a taste of what's to come, or you know, what can you tell us about that without getting in trouble?
We wrote a lot of music in the last year. We took pretty much 2016 to write a lot of music, so we got more stuff done.
That's what we want.
For sure. It was actually, like, there was a point where we're like, do we want to still do this? Like, we've had so much fun here. And Yeah, the answer is yes. So we've been at work.
Would there be any like hints towards it, maybe in your Bigsound set? Anything, any fresh material that you might want to drop live?
We're gonna play a new song tonight as well.
I love it.
Another new song.
That's what I want to hear. I love it.
It's a bit different again. See how it goes.
And I want to just touch on your merch for a sec, because you guys have always had kind of unique and really good quality merch that every time I go to buy it sells out, which isn't, I mean, it's good, but it's inconvenient for me. But with the music business the way it is it important to kind of market yourself as much as you can outside of the musical aspect of it? Because given that, you know, Spotify and stuff's coming in, record sales aren't as big as they once were.
Man, merch is like super important to bands. Like,
Yeah.
no one, you're lying if you say that you're not making your money through merch, you know? But I think for us, more than anything, NSI's a creative outlet.
Yeah.
And artistically and aesthetically, the merch is a representation of that. And it's another outlet, an avenue for us to represent ourselves.
Yeah.
And it's just cool. We can make our own dresses and make our own designs and, you know, go that avenue as well, as long as we're writing music and it extends what we're trying to say. So,
Jem spends a lot of time either making designs himself or reconciling stuff from other artists. And there's a lot of, at least weekly, like between the two of us even, just a lot of texting back and forth with ideas and just really for the fun of it.
Yeah.
But also because that is how we fund everything. You know, well, we usually front ourselves, but that merch is like, without merchandise, without people buying it, like, I don't think we would have been able to
no way.
to this
Yeah,
point.
no
It's
way,
just-
no way.
It makes such a difference for us out there. But it's interesting. Over the years, we feel like, you know, maybe one or two bands have copied a few things here or there, but
You're gonna
it's
start fights.
But we just find it really, like, it's funny and it's flattering.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, like, it's a merit to what we're trying to do as artists. Like,
Yeah.
So
I mean, imitation is the greatest form of flattery, they reckon.
even stuff that looks like other stuff as well.
exactly.
So changing tack for a bit there, you've just been on tour with Touche More and Turnover. What were you learning from those guys on tour? Like, what sort of stuff is going on?
It was cool. Those two bands, we love them.
Yeah.
And great to be working with on tour with a band like Touche who's been around for so long. You know, they're really experienced and also just really mature musicians. So seeing them, you know, work with the crowd and what they do each night is pretty inspiring. Turnover, legends as well. Good friends of ours now. And love the band. So it was just cool to be playing the crowds as well. That it was cool that that we got to play alongside some bands that were a little bit more close to our sound as well.
Yeah.
It's cool because we love playing mixed bills all the time. This was a mixed bill too.
Yeah.
But it was also bands that we really enjoyed.
I think it's cool, like, I think just from touring in general, every time you tour, there's like a little bit more professionalism that rubs off on you. And so,
You're gonna be rocking up in suits now. And
for sure, but you know, you're seeing two full-time bands touring the world, and then you spend a lot of time with them for 5 to 10 days or whatever it is in Australia.
Yeah.
It's like, it does rub off on you, so.
it's fair enough. That's what you want, I guess. That's what if you're like developing, your lyrics, you want to develop your live show as well.
For sure.
Yeah.
Couldn't have said it better, Maxie.
No worries, mate. That's what I'm here for.
And we are at Bigsound. We're in Netherworld, but you know, Bigsound's outside. Besides Endless Heights, who should people go and check out while they're here? Any friend bands you want to plug?
Yeah, there's a lot of awesome bands that are playing.
Yeah.
Easy Life, we just got signed to Unified. I think they're playing tonight at Crowbar. Polaris, cool.
Yeah.
Bellhaven. We're gonna check out the New Crooks tomorrow night. We're visiting for a while. It's gonna be sick. UV Boys playing.
Horror
too.
My Friend.
You
another
boys
one.
always a goal.
Horror My Friend, they're from Brisbane.
They're not from Adelaide. So, yeah, cool. Pretty good. Alexi Astronaut.
Yeah. We've got us Astronaut in for an interview tomorrow. We're pretty pumped.
Yeah, cool.
She's gonna be cool.
Nice.
And then you guys are heading out on tour yourselves. Are you pretty pumped to sort of do your own stuff, to do your headline stuff? What can fans expect from that?
A bit of something new.
Yep.
And I think really this year we've been gearing up for that tour all year. We haven't done a headline tour. I don't even know if we've done a headline show all year.
Yep.
So we're excited to have an Endless Heights show end to end
Yeah.
and around the country. And it's a really cool circuit actually.